the NBA games of the day. You can watch my Lakers Celtics prediction at the end of this video, but a so-called 50-50 matchup, the Miami Heat and the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have won three straight games. They're going for their fourth straight win. And you kind of see they're red hot. They have momentum now. The 76ers and Hornets are not good teams. They beat the loser Phoenix Suns. But I think the bottom line is that the Timberwolves have momentum and they could easily enter the San Antonio game with 36 wins. Now, this is the tricky part because interpretation of gematria goes both ways. So when we're looking at it, they get win 36 against the Spurs or they enter with 36 wins against the Spurs. So it really is a matter of interpretation, and it just all depends on what happens on any given night. So this is how you look at interpretation of gematria. So the Spurs is 36. So either way, they enter with 36 wins against the Spurs or they get win 36 against San Antonio. So you have to be very careful when breaking down the gematria. What if the Timberwolves get a winning streak before they play the Nuggets in the rematch of the conference semifinals? This is what I'm kind of thinking about as far as that goes. So I'll go T-Wolves over the Heat. And if the Heat lose, then they could potentially be an 8th seed. I think the Celtics Heat is over since Jimmy Butler's gone. So Cavs clinch their playoff berth against the Heat. Do the Cavs begin against the Heat? So I believe that I will go with a Minnesota Timberwolves victory. Now, the Mavericks should be tied 32-32 to be at the 500 clip right after the injury of Kyrie Irving. Kyrie is 32, so I expect the Mavs to be 32-32 for the season. They could go for their 5th straight loss against Kevin Durant, who's born in the year of the dragon, 1988, which is also the number 5 position in the Chinese zodiac. Are loser Phoenix Suns getting the 30th win against the Nuggets? Hell no. The Denver Nuggets are going to win another ball game. Depending on how the Lakers do against the Celtics, they have the same amount of losses as the Nuggets, or the Lakers keep on winning. But my prediction is at the end of the video. But loser Suns are going to lose again, but they will get a season-saving win against the Dallas Mavericks. That's just how that's going to go. Knicks in a back-to-back after playing an overtime game. They must be tired. I gotta go Clippers over New York Knicks. Maybe they will regroup against the Kings. New York Knicks must recover during this road trip. So far, 2 straight losses. Lose overtime game without Brunson, it looks like. Something is wrong with the Clippers if they don't win tonight. I do not know the status of Brunson's injury. Jazz, Rockets, Grizz, Mavs, Cavs, Hornets, Spurs, Kings. What's the Spurs record since the injury to Victor Wembanyama? Sacramento Kings are likely going to be around the play-in territory. Will the Kings beat De'Aaron Fox? Spurs is Camacho 33 in reverse. So can the Kings beat the Spurs? I think the Kings can beat the Spurs. Why not? It's at home. You still have a good team. You have Zach LaVine. Why can't you beat the Spurs without Victor Wembanyama? Loser Phoenix Suns. Now's not the time that the loser Phoenix Suns win their season. It's going to come down to how they do against the Grizzlies, the Rockets, and the Kings. Raptors and Bulls are winnable, but they lost against the Raptors. Cavs and Celtics. Milwaukee Bucks. It does not get any easier for the loser Phoenix Suns, and they just might miss the playoffs. There is something wrong with this team if they can't win on Sunday against the Mavs. They do not. I will be stunned if they beat the Denver Nuggets. Their 34th loss against Nikola Jokic. Their 34th loss against a team that won the finals over the Heat, and Heat's Camacho 34. So that's how we look at loser Phoenix Suns. Those are the games of the day for tonight, Friday.